Can't believe that fool. Can't believe that fool. Don't know what they want, man. You know? You know, Poppy, it's just that stupid person. You know what I mean? Like, what else do they want? That's classical, motherfucker. I know my shit. I can do my Vivaldi. Fuck you, motherfucker. What do you know? What do you know? You probably listen to fucking Eminem and shit. Fuck you. It's just haters, Poppy. They make me happy. They make me do something. They don't know shit, man. All right, man. Since I'm getting lighter curse, I brought up this old one. It's a tool, see? It does this, it does that. So drinking is done, smoking is done, and also there's a bit of a knife. Cheers. Oh, how does it work, though? I think we're good, man. How you doing tonight, Pop? How you doing tonight, Pop? Cheers. Yeah, that's stupid negativity, man. They don't know shit, man. You know, if they needed somebody to play, woo, they'd be happy to see me. Play a little keyboard, play a little bass. Fuck them, you know? They'd be happy to see me if they needed somebody. I've been in bands. Yo, you got 6 people. You might hate the flute player, right? But you need him. Fuck you. I'm used to that shit. What's going on, Poppy, man? In the house. Oh, you see that honey, man? You see that honey, man? Dude's gonna get back to me on what dosing is. I don't know yet, Poppy. I don't know. And he doesn't know either, right? So they went to this like cool, like chemist performance type thing, you know? Underground theater. Poppy, I hope you watched that thing, you know, about the trilogy and Reckless Ben, because they're talking about you know, they're going and picking at Lucifer, you know. Yo, what's up, Bud Files? They're going and picking at him. I guess Thomas is Synagore is next, right? Thomas Synagore is next, right? Cheers. Let's see. Let's see how this shit goes down, brother. Let's see how this shit goes down, brother. I'm down. I'm in. I'm tuned in, brother. Cheers. Channel 5 just did In Decline. That was fucking cool, you know. So funny. I looked up Bling Bling, and then after I saw that they had just done that shit. Thanks for coming in, bud. I hope your family's doing well, man. You know. See, Poppy, I know, man, because you got talent, right? So you play that horn, that mouth horn, you know, and you play it, you know, and me too. I play my instruments, right? But I can also perform. When you perform, you prepare, you write songs, whatever. But, you know, anybody who's got like hate on that, it's because they don't have any ear. They don't have any ear for what's going on. They don't have any auditory cortex built up. They don't have any intelligence and discernment in this world, you know? And they just get spoon fed fucking Ariana Grande tracks, bro. You know, that's what's wrong with dude. That's not what's wrong with me. Cheers, yo. What did my wife say? Hold up. Hold up. I got a message. Hold up. Sure. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yo, Smokey Rides is live, dude. Cheers to Smokey Rides, man. He's been getting in shape. He got his teeth, all that shit. It's so cool, bro. I'm really proud of him. I'm happy for him, man. I hope you guys caught Be Real live tonight. Pretty cool. You know, he offered to send me a device or whatever. I said, no, 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 no. Do it as a giveaway. I'll put my bid in, but you know, let somebody win. Make it a thing for your channel. You know. Also, for anybody that's doing giveaways with those wheels, the way they count the chat is with hashtags, right? So you can say maybe ask a question, have the hashtags be, you know, trending answers, right? That might help. It might. I don't know. Seems that way. Dill Hole is also live. He's so funny. Or no, he's not live. He dropped a video. I'm sorry. Maybe a scam baiting one. Those are funny. Cheers, y'all. Yo, listen. Hey, listen, Space Monkey. Things are gonna change around here. Insurrection. It's time. Listen. Oh, the insurrection happens tonight? I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Oh man, who's gonna show up, man? What old characters are gonna show up here? Big P? Is Big PP coming in? I went on Big Paz's channel recently. He let me up. I said, "Why'd you let me up?" That's all I said first. Why'd you let me up, bro? Why? And then I said, "Nobody likes you, you cunt." And BG was like, "Whoa, whoa," and I was like, "No, that's what he's supposed to say to me. Nobody likes you here, you cunt." Whatever. Who's coming next, man? The insurrection is now. Yeah. We can't wait any longer here, Space Monkey. Yeah. The time is now. So you guys, you watch Life of Crime and then Second Life of Crime, right? You're not into the 36-year deal yet, right? So you still got to watch part 3, the trilogy cap. They do weird cuts in part 3, dude. Yeah, we have to change things around. I know, man. I know. We're totally off the rails, you know? It's all Ever's fault, really. You know, it's all Ever's fault. But we'll fix that. You got the third one for today? Okay. So they did weird edits in the third one, bro. I'll tell you what. They really did. They put audio over different video for a connoisseur such as myself. So yeah, god damn it, Never. You know, I love Never. He's my friend, and I call him up and we talk about shit and we do shit, But yeah. I'll kick him out. I won't hesitate to kick him out, I won't hesitate. Say Ever, we got better company coming up, some shit. I'll just tell him some shit like that. It's all good family fun, yeah. Yeah, he's out right now, man. He's out having a good time. So they got a lot. I mean, they got a good network. Let me say that. Right. So they got a good network. They go out to like how they have those big golfing centers and they have all kinds of like clubs and shit. He's in Washington State, probably not, I don't know, probably not way far from you, Space Monkey. I don't know, but like he just got tickets for the remnants of Rat and Great White, and he was like, "What do you think about those bands?" I was like, "Dude, those bands, they don't exist anymore, but they have remnants, And he's like, yeah, they made it clear because it's a casino thing, and it says the music of featuring this and this. Yo, Big Dave, what's up? Big Dave's in the house. Nice to see you, bro. Nice to see you, bro. Yo, Dave, man. I hope that everything is clear with you because I heard about, you said your license and stuff like that. I hope everything gets cleared up. I've been through it. I've been through it. The thing about me and a license though is I am just way too dangerous, man. So I can only take a license for so long, man. I get in trouble, I run out of money. I'm hell on wheels, as they say. Don't put me on it. But I'll be back. But I can do it like 7 months at a time. That's about what I can afford to ride around. So I got to make it impactful and go visit a couple people. Cheers, y'all. Keep it safe and take care of each other, man. Yeah, Everett's very, very helpful, actually. Space Monkey, he really is. Especially because I can't get shit done with Chat GPT or AI or whatever, and he can. You know what I mean? He can deal with the AI. So I need dude like that. Oh shit, I'm not gonna smoke that. I'm gonna roll a joint, man. We ain't fucking around, right? Right, Big Dave? It's time to roll a J, man. I can't believe it, man. These raw 500s, I just threw away a couple packs. I'm like, dude, I really go through that many? 500? Yo. That's okay, though. I'll show you, man. I got something cool today. I got a little lunchbox, man. I put my new raws in it. I'll show you that soon. It's from Hawaii. That's what's really cool. Yeah, man. I just hope everything goes well. It will. You'll get it. You'll get it. GMO, huh? This one right here. This one right here is a little bit of wedding cake still. Excuse me. Thankfully, I got a couple of different strains coming in. Excuse me. Because the deal is, I need new flavors sometimes. Even if it's just a sample, I just need new flavors. So I got a couple of strains coming in. What am I looking at, huh? I don't really know, man. Stoner, I asked him for a mixed ounce, Larry Burger, and something else. Yeah, I got wedding cake right here. It's fucking fire, bro. It's fire, bro. Yup, it's good. I want some Mac 1, though. Mac 1. How about some permanent marker in my life? Oh, I even forgot. Rosetta Stone. That's one of the ones that our farmer had. I don't know anybody who's had Rosetta Stone, but that was great. That was so heavy. That was so stone. You know what I mean? So yeah, Mac is so awesome, dude. But anyway, I don't know. I'm getting like I said, like a Larry Burger plus. I don't know what the rest of the ounce is gonna be. It's supposed to be mixed. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm sure he'll, write it all down. You had permanent marker. What do you think? Permanent marker, Mac 1, Green Crack, Jack Harrer, Northern Lights. Northern Lights crossed with fucking Purple Haze was one of my favorites ever. White Widow's crosses, White Widow's good too, but the crosses are even better that came later. 9 Pound Hammer. Oh shit, dude. I like sativas though, and I like New York strains. So if anybody's got Studio 54, if anybody's got shit. But the other one, I can't remember what this was called. It was called like New England Kush or something like that. I can't remember now, but I know it was something like that. Anyway, cheers everybody. Got that J rolled. Let's go. Yeah, Jack Harrer's killer, man. It's so tasty and bright. Yeah. But I think Northern Lights is the best. I've never had better than Northern Lights, bro. You know? Durban Poison I haven't had yet, but I've heard good things. I had some Zittles. I love the Zittles, bro. And Z strains in general, like again with crosses. I like the Z's, bro. Aren't those the ones that are like soapy? Right? Oh, you've never had it? I think that's the top of a sativa, bro. But back in the day, I guess like they had BC Northern Lights and New York Northern Lights that were really killer. I like loose bud. I don't like dense bud. I like loose bud. Okay. That's my thing. But yeah, the Zittles, yeah, yeah. And the Z's that I've had that are crossed, all of them are good, dude. That's a good strain thing. I think the Bebe that I got from Stone Stoner was a Z as well. The Bebe, but I don't know. Somebody could look up those genetics. But that shit was killer, bro. Mm-hmm. The Mac 1, the Bebe, I was just sucking them down, bro. Yeah, I don't like it all tight, bro. You know, you get what you get sometimes, but yeah, I like it to be fluffy, dude. And that's why, I always keep the trim. I always keep farmer trim because if nothing else, this has sugar leaves and all that, so if nothing else, it's always fluffy. So I could like mix it up. Yeah, Space Monkey, man, what's it like where you're at? Like, how do you get hooked up? Our farmer has to give us the big bag. Like Chiefin said, hey, there's no dispensaries in Virginia. That's not quite true. I have one nearby. It's just a Pennsylvania company. See, Interloper. They have their own grow place. They have their medical cards. And you like indica? Yeah, I'm more of a sativa guy, dude. Yeah, I'm sure you like indica. Most people do. Most people do. It's not the be all and end all. You got to taste every smoke as it is. One week it's like this, one week it's like that. Cheetah piss, right? I guess that's indica dominant, right? I love cheetah piss, dude. Cat piss, cheetah piss, whatever. Good shit. Fucking Candyland, dude. Candyland's killer. You got to store your trust in another for backup. Okay, that's how it works there. Cool. Yeah, so we got a vape shop, right? And I can get grams over here for $10. And I'll tell you what, man, you might weigh it as a point 0.8. Them motherfuckers are stupid. Because if you sell something over the counter, don't sell it underweight. See, that's old, what do you call it? Common law? That's old English. That's when they used to cut your hands off and shit. That's why a baker's dozen is more than 12. It's 13. Because if it was underweight, they'd cut your fucking hands off, bro. It's not anything about charity or love. It's just about death. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They tend to be out there, man. They tend to be. But I'm a sativa guy because it's the old days, It's the stuff I grew up with. Jack Harrer is just perfect for me. You know what I mean? But I really like as far as like, I love all the actual Kush, the Afghani Kush, right? You got Dutch cannabis, you got Afghani Kush, in those realms, I mean, all of it is good. So the heavy, indica Kush or whatever, I fucking love every kind of it. And I think Durban Poison, Dave, even though I haven't had it, I think it's similar probably to something that I'll get as an OG Kush or an Afghan Kush. You know what I mean? I think it's similar. Don't quote me. Candyland's fire if you can get your hands on it, though. You get, yeah. Oh yeah, they're fucking, yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. It's like any corporate entity, right? Yeah, they're trying to sell you the fucking shit. Yeah, I get it, bro. Lunch special, brother. I'm gonna give you the lunch special, man. This is $15 for 3.5 grams of shit. But yeah, if you can get Candyland, it's good. Look for it. It tastes good, man. So our grower is only doing one strain, gas candy, this year. So all I'm gonna get is gas candy in my big bag. My wife was just saying today, I hope they make some brownies. It's easy to avoid the salesman types. Yeah, so you think. So you think. Yeah, I know, man. I hate it, man. I've always been forced to sell shit. I don't like selling shit. When I grew up, man, this guy, he was like a Sears, maybe he was in the TV department. I'm not even sure. But he was a Sears salesman. And, you got to walk the floor. You got to talk to people. You got to make commission. Otherwise, you're kind of a loser, bro. So me and my mom, we would go visit him all the time in this Sears. And he was a loser. Nobody ever came into that motherfucker and talked to him about TVs. So it was the saddest damn thing watching him some days, just walking the floor like lip out, trying to keep his little hair combed over that was running out. And I was like, yo, like that hit me. I was like, that's some sad shit. I don't want to be some loser salesman, standing there with my hands in my pockets waiting for people, dude. What's up, Crumbleweig? I just don't want to live like that, man. Cheers, bro. You've been wanting some what is that, GG4? Oh. Hey, Crumbleweig, let me ask you that. Have you ever run across a Rosetta Stone, dude? We had a Rosetta Stone bag from our farmer, and that was really good bud, bro. And hey, Crumbleweig, like you said, man, these people, that say that, they report one or another. Hey, this thing tasted like all bananas or all strawberry or whatever, and then they're talking about, well, the new ones that came around, and they probably don't because, yeah, I had never even heard of it, bro. I never even heard of Rosetta Stone. We had Rosetta Stone, we had gas candy. That's all they're growing this year, so that's what we're getting in October. Um, we had, I think it was called like New England Kush, right? We had, geez, 9 Pound Hammer. We had AK-47. We had a lot of great strains, but Rosetta Stone I've never seen before or since, and it was amazing, and it was very, very light active, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? It was very visual and light active. Haven't seen it before or since. I was just wondering. AK-47 is killer, bro. AK-40. What else did we say? Oh, Dave, you had the permanent marker, right? I was just saying, if you find some Candyland, pick it up. And if anybody finds some Studio 54, let me know. We're keeping our eyes open, man. We got to share. I don't have land. All right, guys, give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Gush mints? No. No. What kind of mints did I have? I had a mince cross. So it must have been, it was a mince cross. What was primary? What was the X? Can't remember, man. Can't remember. Blue candy, huh? Fire sale. Is that something they sell in your shop, dude? I'll be back in like 2 minutes, man. Oi. Ugh. I'm obsessed with these damn hammer toes. That's what he said. These hammer toes. I'm trying to uh, get them to work out so I could get some feeling in them damn nerves, man. They just don't touch the ground. They hurt. And my dad's all flopping around with his neuropathy. I don't want to do that early. What's up, kid? I know you were wearing it yesterday. What? Oh boy, I didn't lie, man. I didn't lie. I got that lunchbox. Fire Sale is the brand, and it's all branding in the shops. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's not unfortunate, but it's limiting, right? If you can trust them, that's cool. So check this out. This is the little lunchbox that I got today. I said, hey, look at this little lunchbox. I eat a lot less now, so I thought that was pretty cool. In the Goodwill, it's got little elastic type band around it. It's definitely like a formed plastic bottom. The top is a little bit of a like a faux cedar, and then it's got knife and fork, and then bam, the band comes off. Then you find out this is from Hawaii. This must have been like some sort of restaurant type thing, where they do a lunchbox. So now I had to get more papers. I've been smoking too many J's. So that's what's in there now. But anyways, I thought this thing is fucking cool. So it's got a recessed lid there, you can see. So it's molded in. And then, fork and knife on the band. It's elastic. You put it back on. And that's the shit. That's the shit right there. Anyway, I was pretty happy to find that. I thought that was cool. Now, speaking of Sears, like these are like those Sears type Atari cartridges, right? It says game program, they're kind of bootleg as fuck, they're ports, but then, whoo, that's really all you need right there. The combat program, you could play tank, you could play Pongo Dongo, and this is real Atari right here. So, Space Invaders, combat, I love asteroids. Asteroids is not represented here, but I got plenty of asteroids up the asteroid, But yeah, those little Sears branded things were fine. We dealt with them. Let's roast that Jay. Cheers, yo. All right, yeah. So I got some tapes. Yeah, I got Jane's Addiction right there. And then Creeping on the Come Up. Creeping on the Come Up. That's what I think I'm going to try to play, Creeping on the Come Up right now. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to try. Where are we at in it? Okay. Yeah, like I said, Chiefin, like he said, oh, Virginia doesn't have any dispensaries. We have a dispensary near me, but like I said, it is a Pennsylvania company. It's called Beyond Hello. So he said, look it up. Yeah, Beyond Hello. And then they do medical cards in the front door. And then people line up there, in the morning like it's a goddamn, liquor store. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty crazy. And they charge like, I'm sure, a shitload of money, dude. Like 75 a quarter or some shit like that. Something I ain't paying. On the road here, so to speak, we pay max 120, and that better be a Jack Herer or, like I said, Rosetta Stone or something that just crosses your wires, man. You got to have that nervous system cross to pay that kind of fucking money, bro. But yeah, some untight Jack Herer buds, not fucking machine fucking, trimmed and stuff. The machine trim shit. Bullshit. Then I gotta add my shit back in. I gotta add my fucking shake back in, right? Anyways, Creeping on the Come Up is what I'm trying. Ruthless. It's ruthless. 94, he said. Most of y'all weren't born. That's real. Most of y'all weren't born. Yeah, runts. Yeah, runts. Yep, for sure, bro. This is wedding cake. It's good. You know, like I said, the white willow or the white widow crosses that came. Ooh, those were good. You know, the original was decent, but you know, it kind of ran out of steam. But when they started the crosses, those were great. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I like Afghani Kush, bro. I like some pointy leaf Afghani Kush. That's completely Easy E. You know, Easy E the bass player, guys. Easy E was a bass player, you know. But anyways, 1994 intro there with Bone. You know, it was definitely Easy E style. Satanism. He was Nodus too. You know, Easy E was Nodus. You guys know that, right? I had a Nodus board, Santa Monica Airlines. You know, so did Easy. But anyways, he was Nodus, and he was a prolific bass player. You know. Nah, it was one time I found a $20 on the floor. Now I always be going through the trash, you know, because one time I found a $20 on the floor. Yeah, Delirious, you know, because my grandma, you know, Jersey Delphia, you know, she sounds so much like her sometimes, you know, talking through her nose. One time I found $20 on the floor, and now I keep picking through the trash and shit because I'm looking for $20. I might find it on the floor. Yeah, we're just making a movie. What are you making a movie about? It's Delirious's life story. Yeah, I just checked it that cop's hand, and I had my set in my hand and shit. So I just did it with like my pinky and shit. And he liked it, that shit. Rosine. Now I always be going through the trash. One time I found a $20 on the floor. Yeah, fucking, you know, Cypress Hill, right? Cypress Hill, Be Real was talking about, you know, throwing crack and shit, you know, and like selling it you know, in the yard, and then you got all the grass on the side, and when they come, you know, you just chuck all of them in the grass. And he said, man, be watching old ladies picking through the grass and shit, you know, it's sad, bro. It's sad, bro. When you guys watch part 3, dude, mm-hmm, Rob turns into rotten meat on a slab, bro. Rotten meat on a slab, you know, still with his hair slicked back. It wasn't pushed back, it was slicked back, okay? Rom was a piece of shit, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, nah, he wasn't, you know. They're just people, man. He said, you know, it'll come up. You know, he said he's the type of person that should get long term incarceration. He said short term doesn't work, you know. They fall off the wagon. They don't get clean, bro. They don't get clean. Yeah, spoiler. That's right. Spoiler. He ends up as a rotten piece of meat on a slab. No lie. Spoiler. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. It does not go well. Spoiler, Doodle. Doodle's the only person who can beat me, though. I just went on such a string of, you know, whacking motherfuckers down in Connect 4, and Doodle beat me, so you got that. But yeah, spoiler alert, they all fucking die, and it ain't cool, and it ain't good. But hey, I would have been there all the way, bro. Yeah, yeah. Freddie died the peaceful death. Freddie was the peaceful death. And nobody knows about Mike. Remember Mike beating up his 14-year-old wife? Nobody knows where Mike is anyway. I think he's alive, man, but he's only in part two because he's locked up already. And they were like, he doesn't want to participate because of what happened last time. And he was like, hey, John, hope you're doing well. Gotta go back to my cell. That was the last we saw of Mike. But I think he's the one who lived beating up his 14-year-old woman. What a piece of shit, bro. Whew. And she was like, I'm not stupid. I'm not having this baby. I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, I'm so glad you have a brain. You're like, I'm going to get out of here as soon as possible. Fuck them. Good for her, man. Yeah. Well, Mike only said hi because he was locked up. Yeah, they're gonna have to find me, man. Yeah, they're gonna have to find me. I don't mind going to jail. I don't care, but I ain't gonna be no bitch and just turn myself in. Freddie, man, that time when he got locked up for impersonating a police officer, right? You know? Mm, Freddie. That's bad form, Freddie. It's one thing to go around and sniff brown off the ground. It's one thing to mess around with these girls. But, you don't pull people over and then throw them a fake gun and steal their fucking wallets and shit. That impersonating a police officer shit, Freddie, that wasn't cool. Freddie, I know you're better than that, Freddie. I know you're better than that, Freddie. What I say, you can't do both, not the same night, man. You got to split it up, man. Like I said, you can rob the hooker or beat her. You can't do both the same night, Freddie. You want to be bad? I want to be bad too, Freddie. You know what I'm saying? We can get into it, Freddie. But you got to pick one. You got to pick one, man. You know, you're going too hard, Freddie. You ever heard the story of Icarus? He flew too close to the sun there, Freddie. His wings was on with wax, Freddie. They fell off. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Freddie had the most peaceful death, man. Spoiler. But anyways, everybody died. Nobody left this place alive. Nobody. There's this Maryland band. They did a they did a rap song. They were a post punk band, but they did a rap song. Uh, the fuck are they called? I can't remember, but the album's called Fatal Book Opened, and they were kind of like copping on the fact that people were into goth or whatever. So they did this rap song about this party where everybody got slaughtered at the office. Nobody here left alive. Nobody left. Everybody died. But yeah, that's what happened to the crew, man. So sad too, because they were a very inspirational crew. You gotta have. I mean, there's nobody like them people, man. And Freddie and fucking Muncho. Muncho is Freddie's stepfather. Nobody's like them, man. Those are some wild motherfuckers. I'm sorry if you guys get what is it, jealous or whatever, because you can't compete. But those are some wild motherfuckers, right? Rob, Rob's like a sniveling little bitch. You know what I mean? Like everybody knows somebody like Rob at the party, right? He's like Shells. He's like Roberto Linguini over here. Ugh. He's an annoyance, right? He's always trying to pick your pocket, piece of shit. Pick one, Freddie, man. You either rob that hooker or kill her tonight. It's just one. No. Yeah, you guys are gonna have fun watching that shit, man. So you're watching it tonight, part 3. Um, so John Alpert, he also made High on Crack Street. I don't think High on Crack Street is on official YouTube, but obviously, remember how I sent you part 2 in like Internet Archive, so maybe you can find it out there. High on Crack Street is another John Alpert America Undercover. That's a good one. That's a good one. Hookers on the Point, like I said, Hookers on the Point from America Undercover, that kind of drove that dude nuts. You know what I mean? So he did all the Pimps Up, Hose Down and the Players Ball coverage for years and years. It wrecked his mind, you know. It's Chicago. Yeah. But yeah, High on Crack Street is another John Alpert. What was the last one I said? Oh, okay. So John Alpert also did High on Crack Street. YouTube, I mean, excuse me, HBO doesn't really like own that or claim it anymore. So he's the guy, John, that they're always talking to in Life of Crime. So America Undercover, Hookers at the Point is about Chicago. You know, I don't remember if it's Flower Ave is where I used to get my Coke. It's not Flower Ave, but it's some other thing. But it's the Point. You know, in Chicago. Now, dude that did that, then he did his own next documentary, Pimps Up, Hose Down, and then he started covering the player ball over and over and over. He got sucked up into that world basically, not as a real pimp, but a middler. And like I said, the most recent players ball that I have seen, the pimpest motherfucker in the room was Afro Man. Afro Man was the most beautiful guy. Afro Man had the best jewelry, had the best haircut. Afro Man was the shit, but he didn't have any stable. But yeah, it's called Hookers on the Point. Just look at America Undercover series, man. On Wikipedia, it'll tell you everything. Just go on Wikipedia and say America Undercover series, and everything is eye opening. Everything is eye opening. So Andrew Callahan just did Channel 5 coverage of In Decline. And it's actually a new series that he's doing, so it was a really long form. It took me like fucking 5 hours to watch the hour and a half that it was. Okay. But the thing was, I just wanted to look up Bling Bling. Remember how I said Bling Bling was found in the world's largest gift shop or whatever? It's funny because, the next day I look up Bling Bling. I'm watching Bling Bling, and me and my son are over there outside of 7-Eleven talking about those are UFOs inside those clouds. And we were just having a good time and pulling our pipes out of our collar. You know what I mean? We was just having a good time, just living it up over there. And then I look back here and it says Channel 5, Andrew Callahan just did an interview with In Decline. And, obviously that's what it started about. Bum fights. It started about Bling Bling. Dude, Andrew literally I called my wife in the middle of the night, dude. I called my wife in the middle of the night because you know why? At the end of it, I told you it took me a while to watch. At the end of it, Andrew basically straight up is like, you guys know where Bling Bling is at? Because I want to go smoke with him. And they were like, nah, sorry. And that's a threat. Bling Bling. I'm coming to your house. You ever see Bling Bling's oh fuck, what do you call it? I did one. Baptism. You ever see Bling Bling's baptism? Go check that shit out, bro. I bet they have that on YouTube. Bling Bling's baptism. Bling Bling gets baptized as an adult. They put him in. He goes down. He comes back up out of the water. Bling Bling. He smokes that pipe out of the water. Go check it out, man. Bling Bling's baptism. Time for make a new bling bling. Time for braiding. Time to make a new bling bling. Time for braiding. Time to make a new bling bling. Time for braiding. And when you're coming, you're gonna hear this. And when we come in, you're gonna hear this. The first was the elephant gun from the African. And when we come in, you're gonna hear this. Watch out for bling bling, bro. But yeah, that was the shit, man. I didn't know that they were doing that. That was the shit. There we go again. Cheers. I can tell it's the good. I can tell it's the good crack because I can smell it. It's weed, bro. I only smoke weed. You already know that. Weed and Keef accessories. Aw, Ever's in love. He sent me a text. He said, he saw Space Monkey and he feels really sad. And no, I'm just kidding. The first was the elephant gun with the African. And when we come in, you're gonna hear this. And that's a threat. I'm in your house. Bling, bling. Nah, I don't know what Ever was talking about, bro. You saw when he was tied to the pole, Space Monkey? You see that one? He was tied to the pole and they put it right out of his reach. They put the plate with the crack pipe with the Indecline sticker. When the command, they're gonna hear the top. And when the command, they're gonna hear the. I know I got Indecline stickers like right here. I was wondering about that. Oh yeah, I got another movie for Poppy right here. I'll tell you that. Hey Poppy, man, I got a movie because of your motorcycle shits, bro. Because of your motorcycle gang, bro. Look at this. It's actually signed too, bro. It's signed. Check this out. It's called Survive. It's called Survive. And it's also signed, you see? There's a signature there. Signature there. Yeah, it's signed, Poppy. It's called Survive. It's like one of those motor gang movies. You know what I mean? It's pretty hardcore. Yeah. That's for you, Poppy. Get yourself a DVD player. Why didn't you tell me you got a DVD player, bro? You know? You want these Atari cartridges, man? I don't know, man. These are good, but you need to get a DVD player, man. I got this. It's signed for you. It's straight up your alley with the motorcycle gang and all that. Um, you can see this on YouTube, guys. So go look up Bedtime Stories on YouTube. That's a killer movie. Of course, Poppy, it's got to be region free. We'll give you the whole guinea pig series right here. It's got to be region free, bro. Guinea pig. Guinea pig. Guinea pig. We got you, Poppy. We got you, Poppy. So, Poppy, what do you think about the honey, man? The honey that's coming up. You let me know, man. Cheers. But yeah, you'll like Survive, man. It's a motorcycle, motor gang movie. And like I said, it's signed. You know, it's from King of the Witches. Look it up. You know King of the Witches? Mm. Space Monkey, I don't think I sent this to you, right? But you know Reckless Ben, right? Reckless Ben was after Russ McCamey for that time, right? Hey, Tasha. So Space Monkey, Reckless Ben, now he was on with Trilogy Brothers or some shit like that. I sent it to Poppy Carl. I'll send it to you. They're after Lucifer Valentine right now. That's what their new mission is. They're trying to screw over Lucifer Valentine. Keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, Poppy. That could be fun. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it, man. You're gonna love it when they go after Lucifer Valentine, bro. Yeah, bling bling's the real deal, man. Give me my shorts back. Bling, I'm sorry. Bling bling, sorry. I'm sorry. Bling bling, sorry. What's up, Tasha? Tasha, thank you for the thoughtful emails. I really appreciate that. Thank you for being so kind, Tasha. Yep, yep. I hope we can meet up when you come around the US, you know? I really do. I really do. Oh, here you go, Tasha. This is for you. But yeah, Space Monkey, if you just weren't looking up other stuff and stuff, yeah, they're going after Lucifer Valentine now. I'll send it to you, but it's Reckless Ben, you know, like you did with Russ McCamey and stuff. No, I didn't email you back, Tasha. No, I didn't, but I read them. I appreciate them. I will email you back, okay? I have to be thoughtful. If I'm gonna put something down in words, I gotta be thoughtful, you know. I don't want to put something down in words that's reckless, you know. Now, Poppy Carl, you need to watch Psychomania. I think it's 1969. It's a really old psychedelic UK movie. It's called Psychomania. It's about their motorbike gang. You know what I mean? You probably need to watch that movie, Poppy Carl. It'd be pretty cool. Like, you got to understand it's old, black and white, slow, blah, blah, blah. But it is a 1969 psychedelic movie called Psychomania about a motorbike gang in the UK. They're kind of weird, you know. They're kind of pre-punk, you know what I mean? Thank you, William. William, I wasn't able to comment, but you shared my channel and you shared my thing because of, I think, because of what we were talking about subs. And you're trying to give me more love and more subs, bro. I really appreciate that, William. That was so cool, man. Hey guys, when you have a channel of note, it's always nice to share somebody's live stream to your posts, you know, like William did, right? That's a really nice move, you know. Thank you very much, William. And it's very helpful, guys. Don't even discount it and don't doubt it. It's very helpful. It helps your channel get seen, you know. And I appreciate that, bro. Thank you, thank you. So yeah. Somebody put some negativity on me just playing a little bit of music, you know, just playing my bass on a short, and they put negativity to me, and I was like, you know how petty that is. That person's channel was 13 years old and they had one subscriber. It's probably themselves, right? With their other channel. And I was like, why you got to be petty like that? So I guess I was a little bit mean back, but I thought it was time. I could be a little bit mean back sometimes when you got, you know, when somebody wants to come in and being hateful. You know, I'm not down with that hate. We're not doing it like that. Thank you guys so much for coming in, man. Cheers. We're definitely not here to be hateful, man. Tasha, what time is it? Mm. All right, guys, I'm gonna go start the wash. Poppy says it's easy, but he don't know what it's like around here. It's different around here. It's different around here. It's 4 p.m. or 4 a.m. I mean, 4 in the morning. Wow. Early, early. All right, I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm gonna start the wash. That part's no different than you, Poppy. It's 2 minutes. All right, take care of each other. I'll be right back. Don't pick on pickle. No, don't pick on pickle. No, no. You guys hear the train whistle, man? I never hear trains because they're always here, you know? Yeah, he's in Oakville, Ontario. Straight up East Coast, bro. Hell yeah. Yeah, William's still here, yeah. Hey guys. Yeah, man. Did you guys hear the train? I never hear the trains. I'm like ear blind to the trains because they're always here, you know? So I can hear the cicadas, I can hear the frogs, okay? Summertime is kind of over, right? Summertime is kind of over, right? For sure, for sure. Summer day is over and darkness comes with mighty wings. The eagle's head is tired, and when he's tired, then he sings. Bam, 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 bam. Hot sand. I'm running in the hot sand. Making love in the hot sand. Together with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'll take the sunglasses off. It's very hot and it's getting cooler. Yeah, it's so much cooler here, bro. It's so much cooler. Like I left it in air conditioner, but air conditioner is done, you know? Yeah, we're done. So that was a little bit of Shocking Blue, Hot Sand. It's on the other side of Venus, you know, everybody knows. And Venus was his name. She's got it. Oh, baby, she's got it. So I have that, you know, Shocking Blue, Venus, Hot Sand record up there. And I love it. I love it. They're Dutch. Yeah. It's an import. Yeah, Ontario and SA, right? South Africa and Ontario, yeah. Very, very different. Oh, who's gonna play, Tasha? Who's gonna play, Tasha? Is it William's turn? Is William gonna play the game? Play the game. I don't know, Tasha. I don't know. Who's gonna play? All right, let me see this. Hold. You, if they don't care, okay, you want to play, you want to play. If they don't care, you don't like Canada. Why you don't like Canada, man? Nothing can be worse than South Africa. Yeah, I mean, seriously, dude. Like, yeah. Yeah, like, that's true. Like, remember, William, your first world, man. Uh, in South Africa, where Tasha lives, right? They do like scheduled brownouts of electricity and stuff. You know what I mean? Like most people in Canada couldn't deal with that, you know? So yeah, you're doing better than they are. You know what I mean? You're doing better. Yeah, they have scheduled brownouts, they cut the electricity and you know, in South Africa they deal with it. You know, they say, okay, okay, you know, we'll cut our electricity for 3 hours and stuff. You know, it's not what you could do in Canada. No. So you're very first world in comparison, and I'm sure Tasha will agree. I'm not sitting here. I'm not sitting here talking bad. I'm not talking bad about your country. I'm not, and you know that, right, Tasha? I'm just saying it's so different that they wouldn't know how to actually navigate, right? They wouldn't be comfortable in your country. I'm not talking shit about your country. I love your country, you know. I love a lot of countries that lack resources too, right? You know. So I don't mean it in that kind of way. I'm just saying like count your blessings, William, you know. Count your blessings, William, because you do live in Canada and Canada is pretty good, you know. It treats you pretty well. You know, like I live in Virginia, I guess I'm really happy about this legal weed thing. You know, I can just smoke. As long as I'm over 21, I can just smoke. So I appreciate what we have. Some of it's complicated. Our taxes are high. There's a lot of weird shit, you know, but I still appreciate what we got. Rusty is in the house. Rusty loves his country. You must see the positive side. So should we. I mean, so should we, Tasha. Right, Rusty? Yeah, we all see the positive side if we can, right? Cheers to you all. Yeah. All right, let's see. What is in my tape player here? I got other tapes now. Oh, yeah, it should be Bone, right? We're trying to listen to Bone creeping on the come up here. Bone Thugs and Harmony. The Thuggish Ruggish. 1994. You got Nature for sure. For sure you got Nature. Always love where you're from. I love where I'm from. I love Maryland. You know, I'm in Virginia, but I love Maryland. Everything about it. You know, we say even the things that we don't like, we love. Right, Poppy? What do you think they're going to do, Poppy? What do you... Oh, yeah, I know. That's because you're rich lady, Tasha. That's because you're on rich lady's side where you be doing that, you know. Yeah. Poppy, I'm waiting on the Chapella Mary thing, you know. They said I qualified, you know, and then now they were like, but I don't have your affiliate code. And woo, I'm just waiting. Tasha wants to play a game. Can't argue, Tasha. I don't know, Tasha, man. It's always females that kick my ass. It's always females. Grab it. Hey, by the way, guys, Grab it said I made 2 wrong moves and told me later. It's like this, dude. If I make 2 wrong moves, tell me the first time, man. Shit, you know. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I swear it, by gum. All right, Tasha. All right, Tasha. I got you. You're on 7. All right, see you later, bro. See you later, bro. See you later, bro. I'm sorry, but I think that's it, Tasha. I think that's it. I think I got you. I think I got you. See it? Because if you go here, I go here, and if you go here, I go there, You want to go in 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. But you go here, right? I still beat you right here, right? So we'll call that the end complete. A good game, a good game. Thank you, Tasha. I'm sorry, it is the end complete. I can ditch it, right? Well done to you too, Tasha. Thank you for the run. Thank you for the game. Good game, Tasha. Okay, I'm gonna dump it. Empty, okay? Just fair enough, right? Okay, cool. Thank you, Tasha. Well, I appreciate that, Tasha, especially because it's only like 4:18 in the morning, It's time for me to make some coffee, man. It's time for me to maybe make some coffee, right? early, right? Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna make some coffee, man. Thank you, Tasha. You made my day too. I love playing. That's my game, you know? That's my favorite. I know, I know. Yeah, I'm washing clothes right now. Yeah, I'm doing mommy duties a little bit, you know, a little bit. Cheers. Weed. I'm smoking weed. It's just flour for my grinder. You know, it's just flour for my grinder right here. You know, pick it up. See, it's all green in the front here. I've got a couple of what do you call them? Screens smashed up in there. You know, so it stays out there. Yep. So it's just regular flour is all it is, Tasha. You know, I'm waiting on like a couple of different flowers, man. You know what? I wonder if Stoner would come up here. I wonder if Stoner would come up here because I don't even know what he sent, bro. I wonder if he would come up here. I'm going to start a new one and see if he'll come up here, bro. That'd be really cool. I would love to talk to dude again, you know? Fuck yeah. I'm going to go do that, man. Guys, join me soon. I'll be right back. I fucking swear I'll be right back.